Hello, YouTube. My name is Transient Lion, and you know that weird villain from Long Ring Longland? Yeah. What if I told you that he could solo like Akainu, Kaido, and Blackbeard? Well, okay, yeah, that would definitely be a joke, but still, he is a bit stronger than you would think. And to explain all of this, I need to explain a bit of Skypiea scaling, since this is one of those scaling chain things. Ooh, those are all fun. So, the strongest villain that Foxy is stronger than is actually Eneru, and I will get to that in a second. But in order to understand how strong Eneru is and how strong the Luffy that Foxy fought was, I do have to get into another character again. So essentially, how the Skypiea power meta works is you got Wiper here. Wiper blows giant chunks of holes through these enormous trees with his burn bazooka, and he makes these giant explosions, and all of that calcs to small city level because of how big they are. And this is very consistent. Like, Eneru himself has a lot of casual town level L4s, and not only does Eneru directly dispel the the burn bazooka when it's powered up by a breath dial, which makes it even more powerful, but he also physically overpowers Zoro, who could fight against Wiper and like isn't who could fight against some of Wiper's strongest guys and isn't very far off of how strong Luffy is at the time. Luffy could fight Wiper pretty easily. And not only does he does not only does Eneru overpower Zoro, he also physically overpowers Wiper as well. So, yeah, Eneru's not just Eneru isn't just like stronger than everyone with his devil fruit powers. Physically, he's no joke either. Of course, a lot of the problems come in for everyone else when they can't hit him, but yeah, he looks kind of like a joke when Luffy can just hit him, and then he's like, what the fuck, that's not supposed to be possible. Well, and so, yeah, basically what I'm getting at is, Eneru scales to, like, above, like, decently above that small city level, those small city level explosions due to being more powerful than the actual burn bazooka. Anyway, also the other scaling works because the other characters can either they can take burn bazooka attacks and also Wiper can damage them with physical attacks. So like it scales to characters' physicals. Anyway, so yeah, naturally, Luffy can easily hurt Eneru on the moments when at the times where their physicals where he can actually land physical attacks. And that's all well and good. That Luffy during this arc, however, does get a weird random power boost. And it's not because of a form change or anything. It's just after he gets the golden ball on his arm, he gets strong enough to completely and utterly one-shot Amaru and Eneru, who is more powerful than Eneru at base. And we know this. We know that Luffy completely scales to a different feat now, because he does that different feat by ringing the giant golden bell, I think people figured out by I think that people figured out by by measuring how by pixel measuring how big the like pillars are, and then comparing it to how big the bell itself is, that Luffy's golden rifle here is actually a city level attack. And Luffy get does have points at other arcs of the series where he like randomly gets stronger because of different things. Like this is called a reactive power level, where he'll start off a fight by getting completely thrashed, he'll but then he'll get strong enough to like completely surprise his opponents. And it's later in the fight, and so this is consistent with that. Um, but yeah, Luffy literally fights Foxy like the same day that he beats Eneru, or like a couple days afterwards. So, and Foxy can literally just punch him, and it actually hurts. I know that this arc is like supposed to be more comedic in nature, but this fight is still taken seriously enough to the point where anytime Foxy hurts Luffy without relying on like his bombs, because he does that a lot in the fight. No, I'm saying Foxy decks Luffy in the face and it hurts him. And so while Foxy is not as strong as Luffy, he's clearly strong enough to hurt him. And so because of that, he's he's actually physically more powerful than Eneru. And I don't know if that means that, assuming he could hit Eneru, then that means he would one-shot him. But the idea of Foxy just punching Eneru in the face once with like a sea stone glove and him needing to restart his heart is so funny to me. So yeah, that was just a little thing I picked up on when I was reading the manga. I hope you guys find it just as funny as I do. I don't have an outro. Bye.